little dreamers, and welcome to our story time. Today, we have a very special tale called The Little Kids and the Big Dream. Get comfy and let's begin. Once upon a time, in a cheerful little town called Meadowville, lived for best friends Lily, Tom, Maya, and Sam. They were known as the Dream Team. One sunny afternoon, while sitting under their favorite old oak tree, Lily sighed, "I wish our town had a real playground. Not just a patch of grass, but one with swings that touch the sky and a slide as twisty as a curly noodle." Tom's eyes lit up. "And a giant sandbox to build castles in," Maya added, "with a colorful climbing frame that looks like a rainbow." Sam, who was usually quiet, chimed in, "And a merry-go-round that spins so fast you feel like you're flying." They all looked at each other. This wasn't just a wish, it was a big dream. But how could four little kids build a whole playground? They decided to talk to someone wise, old Mr. Fitzwilliam, the town's retired carpenter. He listened patiently, his eyes twinkling behind his spectacles. "Well," he said, stroking his long white beard, "that is a very big dream. But the biggest dreams start with the smallest steps. Why don't you start by drawing what your dream playground looks like?" Excited, the Dream Team spent the entire evening with crayons and paper. Lily drew the highest swings. Tom designed a magnificent sandcastle moat. Maya colored a vibrant rainbow climber. And Sam sketched a spinning merry-go-round the next day. They proudly showed their drawings to Mr. Fitzwilliam. He smiled. "This is wonderful. Now, let's figure out what we need to build it. We'll need wood, paint, screws, and lots of helping hands." The kids knew they couldn't buy all that stuff, so they decided to organize a town-wide bake sale. Lily and her mom baked delicious lemon cupcakes. Tom and his dad made gooey chocolate chip cookies. Maya's family made colorful fruit tarts, and Sam's family prepared savory cheese straws. They made posters that read, "Help us build our dream playground," and put them all over Meadowville. The day of the bake sale was a huge success. Almost everyone from the town came. They loved the treats and were even more touched by the children's big dream. By the end of the day, their little money box was overflowing with coins and bills they had raised enough to buy some of the materials. Next came the hard part, the building. Mr. Fitzwilliam guided them, showing them how to measure wood, sand it smooth, and safely use tools with grown-up supervision. But they quickly realized they needed more help. So they went door to door, explaining their project, inspired by their determination. Many townspeople volunteered. Mr. Gable, the strong blacksmith, offered to build the metal frames for the swings. Mrs. Dot Rose, the artist, said she would love to paint a beautiful mural. The patch of grass slowly began to transform. It was hard work. Some days were hot, some days were rainy, and sometimes a piece of wood just wouldn't fit right. There were moments when the kids felt discouraged. "This is taking forever," Tom grumbled one afternoon, wiping sweat from his forehead. But Lily reminded him, "Remember what Mr. Fitzwilliam said. The biggest dreams start with small steps. Look how much we've already done." They looked around. The frame for the slide was up, and the sandbox was dug. They had made progress. Cheering each other on, they got back to work. They learned that teamwork meant helping each other when things got tough and celebrating small victories together. They also learned the importance of patience. Building something wonderful takes time. They learned how to ask for help and discovered that their community was full of kind people willing to lend a hand. And most importantly, they learned that no dream is too big if you are willing to work hard and work together. Finally, after weeks of sawing, hammering, painting, and planting, the big day arrived. The playground was finished. It was even more amazing than their drawings. The swings soared high, The slide was perfectly twisty, the climbing frame shone like a rainbow, and the merry-go-round was ready to spin. A beautiful mural of friendly animals painted by Mrs. Rose and the kids covered the back fence. The grand opening was a huge celebration. The mayor of Meadowville cut a big red ribbon. He gave a speech about how the For Little Kids with a Big Dream had brought the whole town together. Lily, Tom, Maya, and Sam stood proudly, their hearts full of joy, as they watched all the children of Meadowville laughing and playing on the new equipment. They knew they had done more than just build a playground. They had built friendships, they had built community spirit, and they had made their big dream come true. From that day on, the playground was known as the Dreamers Park, a place that reminded everyone in Meadowville that with a little courage, teamwork, and a lot of hard work, anything is possible. And the dream team? They were already sitting under their favorite oak tree, planning their next big adventure. Because they knew, together, they could achieve anything. Thank you so much for listening to our story. I hope it inspires you to chase your own big dreams, no matter how small you are. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more wonderful stories. See you next time, dreamers!